At the moment, we cannot even mine metallic ores, let alone process them. For this, we are going to need some major help from the quest book and a smeltery, eventually culminating in bronze and a boiler. So let's see how we get there. To progress further into this tier, we need some ores. Specifically iron, copper, tin, and optionally redstone. Ores in GregTech do not generate in the usual vanilla way. In caves, you can find single low-quality ores, but you will not find any abundance. Instead, ores spawn in veins. The center of these veins are very regular, occurring every third chunk along the X and Z plane. All ore veins are 9 blocks tall, but vary in density and width based on the vein type. These veins can contain up to 4 types of ore, which are usually related. The ores in a vein are classified as a primary, secondary, between, and sporadic. The primary ore is in the first 4 layers, secondary the last 4, between 3 to 6, and lastly sporadic is, well, sporadic and can be in any layer. The easiest way to find an ore vein is to use the F9 chunk boundaries key. If you press it 3 times, the center of a vein will be shown with blue beams. Alternatively, you can use the in-game info, which I have disabled most of the time, to find an ore chunk. Once you have found an ore chunk, or more specifically, the center of a vein, you have to dig down to it. And to find a specific ore that we want, we will have to keep prodding the ground until we find the desired ore, as there is no above ground visual for the vein. Meaning, I have to run to an ore vein, dig down to it, if it's an important one, build ladders for it, if not, build back up and prod some more. Wait, my flint pick can only mine stone. How do I make it mine further? An important thing of note is that the flint picks I made cannot mine iron, which would usually make it impossible to get iron outside of chest loot and a smeltery, or increasing the mining level by leveling up the pick. The intended way in the pack is to mine 4 stacks of cobble and submit it to the quest book for an iron pick head. Oh, okay, well, I don't have time to read it right now, but the next quest specifies what to do. Find iron, copper, and tin ore. Very funny, ... How can you mine these with just a flint pickaxe? Exactly what I was asking. With this information, I make 2 picks and a mattock.
Oh, the redwood grew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
In these prods, I find a tin vein, a couple iron veins, and a bunch of others we don't care about right now. I also made a set of iron picks to mine the ores, and took both so I couldn't get soft locked out of iron. But, having iron now, I don't need both picks and return Hans's to him. Here, Hans. Here is your iron pick. And a flint pick.
Oh, I don't know if I need that. I need space for all my food, though.
How much food do you just keep on you?
I
don't understand.
It accrues very quickly.
I don't understand why you don't offload it.
I need to eat it. That's how I get 7 extra hearts. 6 extra hearts.
Afterwards, we decide to take a break from straight-up progression and attempt to light up the cave system directly below our base, which comes with the added benefit of stopping the constant mob sounds. Okay, armored creeper.
Nice. All silver ore. Any torches, so get a torch man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness. Away.
I don't like that guy.
Help me out. He withered me. Oh, goodness. Oh, nice.
Hey, nice. Oh, now the water's
I finally
flowing.
update that water. Yeah, I finally updated all those blocks.
See, not just like completely destroying the
Oh,
land.
man.
Oh, gravity creeper.
He's not even. I've shot him so many times.
What's his health at? Oh,
Well, I shot the creeper. Oh no, he's too far away.
yeah. Oh, you
Here he
got him.
goes.
Dude, he's head bobbing.
they don't do that. Oh, I gotta go sleep. Oop.
Dude, this guy's got rapid fire.
No.
Could you hear those arrows?
Yeah.
Oh, I got him. Okay, it's actually pretty safe down here now. Look.
Nice.
You know, there's a lot less enemy sounds. By our
Yeah,
base.
that's true. True. That's good.
Yeah. Much better for the video, too. With that surprising success, we both decide to mine out some of the tree as our wood resources were dwindling. And we can start making charcoal from the logs. Now that we have an amount of iron, I realize that we can make all the basic crafting tools, those being the hammer, saw, file, and screwdriver. These tools make many recipes available to us, most importantly in my mind being slabs, which means drawers. These tools also allow us to craft basic materials more efficiently. For instance, logs can be converted to 4 planks instead of 2 with the saw. With a local iron vein found, I add ladders for convenience, and I only now remember that ladders work with gaps in this version. Don't judge me like that, I see you.
I gotta buy a router. I gotta buy all these things. I gotta buy plastic wrap and utensils.
Yep. And that's when you bought that?
And then you watch me try to give away that router. Where's the CD?
I do. I don't know, man.
So weird to think about people who you've never talked to, like still have opinions about you, and that you exist in other people's mind. Isn't that weird?
Oh, like how we're talking about that person.
Which person?
The dude, the router dude.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Is that not why you started thinking about that?
No, it was because I just got a LinkedIn request from the president of the chemistry graduate student association, and I was thinking about the grad students in our cohort, and it's like they all know my name, and like I know people have opinions about me who I've never spoken to.
Yeah.
I don't exist in anybody's brain in my brain.
Tell that to somebody with social anxiety.
That's who?
Somebody with social anxiety. I don't exist in other people's brains. Me trying not to do anything weird so people don't get the wrong impression of me.
I gotta shave tomorrow. And it's getting super duper long. People will notice.
Okay.
Those 2 successive farts were a perfect fit. Dun dun dun. To put that into physics context that you'll understand, that second fart had a frequency that was 3 halves of the first fart.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's actually true.
Following that iron collection, we have enough to comfortably make iron chests. While drawers are great for a lot of a single block, these will be useful for all of our random things. And boy, are there a lot of random things in this game. Speaking of organization, backpacks are highly useful for short-term storage. The specific bags I make, and that the quest book mentions first, hold various blocks and ores. These are a lifesaver while mining because of the variety of ores in a vein and the quality of said ores. At the moment, these bags are pretty expensive, requiring 4 leather and a tanned leather, which in itself uses 4 leather. Alright, it's been long enough. We need a better base than a grouping of semi-organized chests. A proper base will already be necessary once we get into actual machinery, which needs dry housing. So, why not get started now? I plan on using this series as an opportunity to improve my building skills. which have always been a lacking skill of mine. Hopefully, by forcing myself to take time improving the base, these skills will grow. I often get caught up making forward progress and will say to myself that base building will get easier once we get this new tech. But then, I continually chase the next piece of tech. It's like wanting the next iPhone. You know there will be a marginal improvement and that it will take a year. Another benefit of taking time base building is slowing down the pack. I know the temptation of forward progress is strong, but rushing often leads to burnout, the classic 2-week Minecraft playthrough. Hans and I have a history of making it far in similar packs, and I want to ensure we can make it just as far. After setting up the foundations for our base, I start working on various tasks that will be nice to get done. First of which is crafting more tanned leather for a sleeping bag. In order to do this more efficiently though, I first make a couple extra drying racks. Bound leather takes 10 minutes to turn into tanned leather, so this is an important addition. Using the sleeping bag will pass the night without resetting your spawn point, making this a very valuable item to have. On another note, it's time to prod for more ores! Woo! This process has to be done many times to find what you want with our current level of tech. One of the veins I find is a coal vein. I scoop up a bunch of it for smelting and coal coke, then get back to prodding. In between some of the prods, I mine some hardened clay as that will be used instead of real clay to make clay dust. Where we are, hardened clay is much more abundant than clay, making this the preferred option. The last thing of note in this trip is that I find a copper vein and mine out a bunch. Well, except for one thing. I mistakenly complete a quest which rewards a lava bucket, and I do not have the gloves required to hold one right now. So, I tough it out and make it as far as I can before having to throw the bucket down. Back at the base, I smelt the copper I collected, then leave to mine more holes in the ground. While out looking for ores, I stumble upon the suck hole again, and it's gotten just a bit bigger. During one of my prods, I find a redstone vein. One of the side quests requires redstone, so I get to mining. The quest suggests using it for increasing mining speed on your tinker's tools. And I am very glad I followed through with this quest. The boost in mining speed is significant with how slow these low quality picks are. I also take this time to craft some more drawers to store all of the cobble I've been collecting. I then proceed to mine more redstone. And after mining more redstone, I apply more redstone. We are now at a point where a large quantity of iron is necessary. Our new suite of crafting tools suffer from poor durability and need frequent replacements. As these tools are required for nearly all advanced recipes, this effectively means iron is a part of all future crafting, even if not directly used. While other metals could be substituted for the tools, at least currently, iron is the most abundant. With the collected and smelted iron supply, crafting a lunchbox is now doable. I craft one for myself, which is a big improvement to the lunch bag. Don't look at that. We don't know what that is yet. The lunchbox is the same as the lunch bag, but can hold 6 foods, a big quality of life improvement. I can now carry enough different foods to no longer see the penalty from eating the same foods. It is at this point I finally remember that I was supposed to be making a smeltery. But first, at the start of the next play session, I must have just been blind and let this guy run up on me. Oh no. While I clean up, let me explain a bit about the smeltery. If you know anything about Tinker's Construct, the first thing you need for a smeltery is a large amount of grout. This is where the hardened clay comes in. 4 grout requires 2 clay dust, 3 sand, 3 gravel, and a bucket of water, making this craft very tedious. In this crafting session, I only make 48 grout, because I realize I'm going to run out of sand before I can make enough, with enough being 162. So I guess I'll have to explain the rest later. With that derailment taken care of, I go to collect the sand I needed. And of course, something goes wrong. Earlier I noticed that the Matic could not mine gravel. I had no idea why this would be the case. all I knew of the tool was that it was supposed to be an axe, shovel, and hoe, but apparently this assumption was false. It is meant to be a farming tool, so it can mine wood and dirt, but not all the shovel things such as gravel and, more importantly, sand. So I make the most out of this trip and look for structures and AE2 meteors. I do find a meteor, but there is no actual meteor in the crater, which I have never seen before. If anyone knows about this, please leave a comment. On my way back, I get sidetracked again and start mining coal. This brings me into a topic I wanted to discuss. Through editing this video and the previous one, it has become evident to myself that my focus switches all over the place. I will be doing a task that I need to get done, like making the smeltery, run into an issue, then seemingly forget what I was initially doing. I've even started to notice this in real life. For instance, I'll start doing dishes, fill the drying rack before finishing, then start the laundry and never continue doing the dishes. At the very least, I usually switch into a task that is also needed, but it is funny all the things about yourself that you don't really notice until you can watch them back. Thought-provoking mining trip over. I remember I was working on grout, but not why I stopped, so I craft some more, then, of course, run out of sand. And what do? I actually run back to the desert with a shovel. Surprising, I know. But not too long after starting, realized the flint shovel is so inefficient that it's better to just use torches. And watching this back, I have no good explanation as to why I didn't use the Tinker's flint shovel I made earlier. And what do I do on my way back? Why, I go mine more redstone, which we don't need more of right now. Back to the task I've wanted to complete for a couple hours now. I finished crafting the grout. Continuing on what is needed to make the smeltery. The main items we need are seared bricks. Seared bricks are made by smelting unfired seared bricks, and unfired seared bricks are made from a grout and a wooden brick form. Seared bricks are used to make the blocks required to construct the smeltery. Those blocks being... You thought I was going to complete the smeltery this time, didn't you? Nope. First I gotta craft redstone and craft an iron chest. At least it gave time for the bricks to smelt. By now the bricks are done smelting and I can make the blocks we need. Those being seared bricks, the smeltery controller, a seared tank, 2 smeltery drains, a casting basin, and 2 seared faucets. Oh, what's that? I forgot a block? Yeah. The casting table is a bit of a different story than the rest of the blocks. I'll mention that one when we're ready. How about that? But other than that, the smeltery is complete, and I finished the floor under it. I was going to have the smeltery in the middle of the room, but there's a chunk border right in the middle, which I don't want to mess with, so it's off to the side. Here I mined a vein of gold, thinking we could properly process it. Unfortunately, after looking deeper at gold processing, it does not look possible with our current machinery. Therefore, the gold chests and gold drawer upgrades I was hoping to craft will have to wait. While I cannot upgrade our drawers, I can make more, which will help declutter our mess of chests. Recently, we've had a shortage of leather, so I go out in search of cows to lead back to the base. Retrieving cows also helps progress a side quest to get 100 of each passive mob drop. During the search for cows, I find a dungeon which is good to mark down, although I'm not sure we would fare well with our current gear. Also, I need a door for a quest. Thank you? I regain my focus on the cows and also drag back some sheep with them, and it goes as slowly as you would expect it to. At least for the meantime, I will leave them in these holes, but they will be rehomed at some point. After getting the animals settled, I have no good ideas on what to work on, so I get to chopping, this time with a scythe. Once I get bored of that task, I decide I'll be nice to Hans, so maybe he will invite me into his hot tub. To do this, I make him a lunchbox. For the upcoming steam boiler, we are going to need a sufficient supply of water. To solve this need, we can make a railcraft water tank, like the thing I talked about last episode. The tank consists of 26 water tank siding blocks. To craft these, it is just some wood, a hammer, and a resin. The only difficult resource for the tank is the resin. Resin comes from rubber trees, which I found and acquired a sapling while on the search for cows. There are 2 ways I know of currently getting resin from rubber trees. The first is that one can drop when you break a rubber tree log, which is not a sufficient or consistent source of resin. The second way, which is consistent, is using a tree tap on the side of a log that has visual resin. The tree tap is not too hard to craft, but each one only has 16 uses, and you can accidentally use them on sides of the tree which do not have resin, which will not give resin. With the trees that grew, I did not get enough resin just yet, and have to wait a bit before making the water tank. At the start of the next play session, I lose my baby in the grocery store and have to find him. Okay, Hans, where are you? Where are you?
I don't know. I'm lost.
Are you downstairs?
No.
No.
Why are you going so far down? Where are you? I saw this downstairs base in your footage.
Yeah.
Where you going?
You.
Have you not seen me yet?
No. It's gonna be really funny if you're in the footage somewhere. Oh, hey there.
I definitely am. I've been in these bushes the whole time. You walked right next to me.
Hans.
You get away. Yeah, so I got a little something for you. I scrolled over, and you were still smiling from whatever you were smiling at last time I had Discord open.
Oh, let's go.
So I thought I made a funny joke, but it turns out it wasn't funny. You were just already smiling. I'm in repo mode. I just hit the double pinky sprint. I hit control and semicolon at the same time with my two pinkies.
Control and... Oh, you double sprinted?
Double sprinted.
After that goofing, I show Hans the work I did on the base while he was gone. Okay, so I plan on making this place better. I just don't have a vision right now. But we have an ore wall.
The oasis.
We have an ore wall, and then over here is going to put the ingots. And then we have just random block wall. Cobblestone's full right now, which is really annoying.
Vanadium. Ooh, that's good. Vanadium's a very cool element. It has all the different oxidation states and all the colors. Smeltery.
Yeah, I need lava. And yeah, so this is the Tinker's room. I was going to put this in the middle, but I realized only after I built the room that right in the middle of the room is the chunk boundary. And machines will blow up if things go wrong, especially with chunk loading issues. So it has to be off to the side. Inventory management is actually such a catastrophe.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
How did we do that? What?
We're so in sync.
That's wild.
Are we close to an AE system?
There's a whole thing for AE. At this point, we have enough resin to make the water tank. An important thing of note for placement is that if the water tank cannot see the sky, i.e. fully under blocks, the passive generation will be cut in half. So it's a real good thing I place it under this giant tree. I did a quest, let's go. Now that Hans is back on, I can make some actual progress. I try to keep my solo playtime to the grindier aspects or side quests. But it's time for bronze. We already have enough copper and tin to make some. Just need to throw some into the smeltery.
Hey. Where does this bronze come from?
You might want a scythe if you're going up there. Let me grab you one.
Already up here.
You're not that far.
Getting farther.
Wait. No, wait. Just
Getting
wait
farther.
where you are, man. I'm right here.
I'm so far away, Holden. You're never gonna catch me. Gingerbread man moment.
But I'm so close.
Oh.
Winky face. Are you still going?
Oh no, I stopped.
Okay, good. I hope I haven't passed you. Where are you?
I'm waiting.
At the top? Oh, I see you running up there.
What? You don't know what's best for me.
You made me go so
I'm
far.
gonna use my sword. Hi. Nice up here.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Double side. I'm gonna have my foot
Yeah,
long
this one's
alone.
low.
I've grappled it.
Oh, yeah.
Help me. But I'm gonna make this jump instead. Oh, I'm crazy.
You made it. Wait, can you drop the gloves down right where that log fell?
You can walk up here.
I'm not walking up the tree again. Once I acquire the gloves from Hans, don't look at that. It's time to grab some lava. Oh, I did put them in the right slot.
No!
How did you do that?
I was half a block off.
I don't
Oh
understand.
no. You broke the bed.
I have not broke. Oh, a while ago, yeah.
You broke the bed.
I had to move it downstairs.
It would have been faster to walk down the tree.
One thing that I did not realize is that buckets of lava must be held in your hand in order to not take damage, meaning it is currently not viable to bring back multiple at the same time. What the heck? Dude. Oh. One bucket at a time. Whoa!
I couldn't jump up because of your drying rack.
Oh. Wait, no, why'd you leave? You have a mission to do. I think that's all you need.
Where am I?
Barry Medley.
Melody in my berry. My band. Just like dinner party music.
It really is.
Like a dinner party in a Hallmark movie. Like, oh, she's so sad because she wants less Christmas, and she's in the corner thinking,
She wants
oh,
less Christmas.
all these other people enjoy Christmas, and I just want to work my 8 to 8 job. But then she's like also eyeing up that dude in the scarf across in the flannel. The hall,
Yup.
and he's holding a Christmas tree.
And he's saving a child.
Yeah. There's a bear twerking on a child, and he saves.
I haven't heard of this plot.
You gotta reference that meme now.
Oh!
You gotta get that
Okay,
on
I
top.
remember now. Completing the smeltery has taken a while due to the casting table requiring a seared stone block. This means you need to make the entire smeltery first, as seared stone can only be made with cobble in a smeltery. Since our smeltery is small, only holding 3 blocks at a time, melting enough cobble to get a block is slow going. With the casting table, we can now cast casts. To make said casts, we need to pour molten gold or molten aluminum brass over a tool part. We go with aluminum brass, which is made in the smeltery from 1 part copper and 3 parts aluminum. We are now prepared to make tool parts, specifically bronze tool parts. While we cannot currently apply these new parts to our already made tools, we can use the parts to make new tools. To replace tool parts, we need the tool forge, which, judging by the book, is far out, needing a compressor.
Asian homies at? Any other Asians in the comments? Please leave what kind of Asian you are, and you might win something.
No, you won't.
You might win a sushi roll. Just kidding.
That's wild, huh?
Guys, I am Asian, I promise.
Yeah, sure, man. Whitest dude out here.
I'm allowed. I make egg rolls all the time. They're really good. My mom's recipe, if you can even call it that.
Hans, there's beer you can collect.
I'm here.
Quit out.
I'm here.
Oh no, you had to quit out and then come back in. I thought you were out. Oh wow, that was crazy. You were so quick.
Beer. This is so weird. People don't ask me to do things until we're on Minecraft, and all of a sudden I have like 4 different people. And I'm like, where are you guys on my normal weeknights?
I know, right?
Today's tune of the day, we're listening to it right now, Holden and I, called Dr. Funkenstein. It's by Parliament. These dudes were some of the funkiest men alive, also probably on crazy substances. They had cool costumes too, but they're very funky. Look at all their stuff. But Dr. Funkenstein is a good one. That one and Doing That Stuff is a good one too. And P-Funk Wants to Get Funked Up from the album Mothership Connections, also good.
What a title.
It's a little weird, so if you like to get a little weird, you should come with me.
Now that we have bronze, the next tier is finally accessible. We just need to make the boiler. Said boiler is actually not that hard to craft. The hard part was getting up to this point. Whoa! There's a trophy. What? I don't know how you get water out of this thing. Tanks and pipes placed next to it will be auto-filled by the water siding tank. Unexpectedly, there is another hard part about this block. I have no idea how to use it properly, but that'll have to be figured out next time. Thank you all for watching this far in the video. I'll see you all in 2026. I thought it said it takes water from the bottom. Be sure to provide water from the bottom. Oh, I did it.